Hello, this is Casey from Casey's Spiritual Corner, and I'm here to do Pisces Love reading March 1st to 15th of 2019. This year is going by so fast. So this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for coming today. If you are a subscriber, thank you for coming back. If you're new, thank you for coming, and I hope you like this and share and subscribe and like. Okay. And it's a little late because this Mercury retrograde started about 10 days ago with the shadow side, and it's caused all kinds of communication problems. So, yes. So we'll do a 10-card Celtic cross with two clarifiers on the now, the future, and the result. And I did pull a Doreen Virtue Romance Angel card. Okay, so let's get started. Okay. Okay, well, let's see. I think I've got the clarifiers anyway. Laid them out ahead of time. Let me pull some more. Okay. So the situation is about your happiness, your joy. You've come to an end of a cycle. You know, we have this is just part of a fractal. We have, for example, like we have seconds and minutes, minutes and an hour, hour and 12 hours, 12 hours and 24 hours. Those are all fractals. So the 10 of Pentacles is one fractal. If you come to the world, that would be a major, major fractal, okay? But this is you're at the end of something, getting ready for the new start, okay? Because a 10 breaks down to a 1, okay? But this is happiness, joy, celebration, being fulfilled emotionally, happy family, you know. It's just an absolute wonderful card. Now, this card is the 10 of Wands, and this also is the end of a cycle. You're tired of carrying the burdens. You're ready to walk away from all these burdens. It could also mean that you're gathering up everything in order to move forward. But whatever the completion is, there are two deer here, and deer, to me, are opening up the pathway to the future for you. Now we have the Hierophant, and that's usually a religious figure. It could be somebody in a church, a school, an institution, in the court system, but it can also mean you tapping into your own figure of authority, your own spiritual authority. So in the past, we have the Four of Cups, and that's something being offered to you. You have the fulfillment here. You're being offered something that you don't know you want. You're stuck in your head. You're overanalyzing things, but what you're actually looking for is you're gathering everything together, and you're trying to find a safe place for your heart. So I have in the now, I have the Two of Wands. You know, there's been some success along the way, but you're to a point now where you may need to make some choices. You need to make some decisions which path you're going to take. And again, there's deer back here opening up the pathway for you. Now, I accidentally pulled the clarifiers earlier, but we'll pull 2 more clarifiers. This is the 1111 card. This is the soulmate card. This is happy family, joy, celebration. But you're still dealing with some fears, and you're also dealing with some illusions that you need to work through. And the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is a new beginning, new beginnings from the universe. It's discovering what your passions, what makes you happy, what makes you joyful. What do you want to do? What do you want to create? This is very, very creative energy. So I'll pull 2 clarifiers. Okay. So we have the Queen of Cups as a clarifier. And that's someone who's very loving, very giving. They're usually somebody in the healing field, helping field. Could be a nurse, a doctor, somebody that does a lot of community service. But this is someone who reaches out and makes sure that everybody's happy and healthy and joyful and they have all their needs met and everything. And the Page of Swords. Pages are new beginnings. They could be a very young person, or they could be the very new beginnings of something. And swords have to do with communication. So there's some swift new communication coming in. So in the future, we have the Six of Cups. That's being nostalgic about a situation, longing for your past childhood. Might be also be a need to tap into your inner child. Or it could be something or someone coming back from the past. Then we have the Six of Swords. That's you leaving one shore for a better shore. So you've left a situation behind. You're transmuting that situation. You're moving forward into new growth, going through lots of cleansing and moving to new shores. It could also be taking a trip, but I think in this instance, you're walking away from something into something better. And then we have the Five of Swords. You know, there's definitely a battle going on, whether it's with yourself or with its other people. You know, you may win the victory, but you have to look at what it's costing you. It's not only costing the other people, but it's costing a part of yourself too. 2 cards. Okay. So for the clarifiers, we have the Ace of Pentacles and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles is also the new beginnings in prosperity and abundance, financial. There's some new growth there. There's some things starting to die away. And it's interesting because several of these cards, I have seen the full moon. There's a full moon here. There's a full moon here. And there's a full moon here. So I'm thinking by the end of the month, and it's interesting because at the end of the month, we have a Libra moon, super moon, and Libra has a lot to do with relationships. But I was reading somewhere that there's a second Libra moon coming up in a row. So there's lots of things going on right now for relationships. So pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to your communication. But the Ace of Pentacles, like I said, is new beginning in your prosperity and abundance. See, there's even a, oh, that's more like Saturn. Okay. But the Wheel of Fortune is faded. It's what you put out there in the world comes back to you. It's also a shift in energy to where more beneficial things are going to come in for you. But it's definitely something fated, and it's also in divine timing. It's not necessarily in our timing, it's in divine timing. So where you are now is justice. You know, there you may have signed a contract or gone to court and had a decision in your favor. Could be a marriage contract, but it's some kind of contract. You're coming into balance. You're trying to balance everything out in order to move forward, but it's definitely something moving forward in your favor. And the energy around you is the Three of Cups. This is happiness, joy, celebration, party time, everybody getting together and celebrating. Now your hopes and fears, you're tired, you're exhausted, you feel like you can't take another step. You're just ready to give up. But this card says, no, hang on there. You're almost there. You've almost completed this. Persevere. Hang in there. Just give it a little bit more time. So in the result is the Three of Pentacles. There's been lots of hard work put in. You're trying to balance everything. You're trying to bring everything together. But you're still kind of juggling a little bit. But the hard work has been put in already. And what is around that is the Knight of Cups. Okay, Knights are action. Cups are emotions. So someone is coming in to offer you something of an emotional nature. And I think whatever's been going on has been going on till fall. There's lots of transformation, lots of growth going on, but you worry too much. Okay, you need to start having a little more faith and trust in the universe. And then we have the wish card. What are you wishing for? Now, I tell everybody whenever I get one of the wish cards, pay attention to what you're thinking. Focus on the positive. Because when you don't focus on the positive, if you're focusing on the negative or worrying about something, that's what you're going to draw to you. Because the universe, pays attention to, monitors your thoughts 24/7. And it's what you put out there in your thoughts is what you're drawing in. So if you're focusing on somebody coming back, then that's most likely what's going to happen. Hi, Derica Moore. I usually don't have anybody on my lives. Welcome. So is it just my readings that are saying somebody's coming back to offer love, or is it everybody's readings for you? I'm just curious. And I'm going to pull 2 clarifiers for the results. But the thing is, we have 2 Libra moons. You might want to look up on that, because I know the end of March, there's a Libra supermoon. And Libra has to do with balance and relationships. And I was reading that there's a second Libra full moon coming in. Or it might be a new moon, I don't know. But there's 2 moons in a row, and they said that's real significant for relationships. If that makes sense. Okay. Okay, so whatever's coming in is coming in quickly. Because I have the Eight of Wands here, and that's a very, very swift moving energy, and it's coming in fairly quick, okay? But at the same time, you need to take your time. You need to go in and look at what you want. You need to look at what you desire, what you need. Don't disclaim your needs and wants. If it's meant to be, if it's the right person for you, they will listen to you and they will honor what you're feeling. But you have to know what you want and desire first. This is you going in internally to find out what you want, what you desire, finding your own light. If you can, yeah, if you can put your light out in the world, you're going to draw somebody else out like that. Okay? So I want you to know who you are. Be who you are. If they love you, if they're meant to be with you, then they are going to know, they need to know all of you. Does that make sense? And another thing that has popped up is so the main card, the Doreen Virtue love cards. I've pulled forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Now, I kept getting that card for years now. I've been getting that card, and I've been getting release your ex. And if you know how to cut cords, I have going and cut cords and cut cords and cut cords, and everybody's still telling me to release my ex. I had a reading done, and the woman said, does somebody in his family do the dark arts? And I said, yeah. And she says, okay, go in and cut cords with that person. And she says, I could feel the energy shift immediately. He was coming in at me, putting out the energy. If I can't have her, nobody else can. But he was coming in through his sister. And that was last Monday. My life has shifted dramatically in 1 week. 1 week just from letting go of that energy. So don't just forgive, and learn from the past. Make sure that you let go of those cords too. And make sure you let go of the cords of all his family and friends too. Because they can come in through your kids also. But my kids are grown, so I went in and I cut the cords with the kids and then asked for them to come back in a more loving, appropriate manner. And it's just changed the energy on everything. Everything. So I hope that helped you guys. But like I said, look up the Libra moons for March and April. I'm gonna have to do that too, because it's come up in this reading and the last one too. Focus on what you want. Don't focus on what you don't want. Focus on the positive. That is so important. Like I said, the universe monitors your thoughts 24/7. And what you're putting out there is what you're wishing for. And every time I pull up one of the wish cards, I tell my people that focus, and then focus on the end result and trust for the universe to bring you exactly what you need. I hope that helped. I hope that made sense. Thank you for letting me read for you. And I will be back probably this weekend to do the 15th through the end of the month, because with the way Mercury's retrograde's going, otherwise I probably won't have them out in time. So thank you for being here. I hope you like and subscribe. And I will see you again toward probably next weekend before the end of the month. Thank you.